Ruben Amorim thought a Manchester United problem was solved. He was wrong. Man United have 3 home games left in December and they present a big opportunity to pick up some points and climb the Premier League table. Ruben Amorim thought Manchester United had cracked it at Old Trafford. 4 successive home wins in the Premier League was the best run of form there since the end of the 2022-23 season and hinted at brighter days ahead. Burnley, Chelsea, Sunderland and Brighton were seen off between the end of August and the end of October and a weight looked to be lifted. The atmosphere was excellent in those matches and it did look like something was building at Old Trafford. Amorim certainly felt it. After the 4th of those wins, when Brighton were beaten 4-2, he spoke about the atmosphere after Brian Bumo had scored to put United 3-0 up just after the hour mark. I think, after the 3rd goal, the noise of the stadium was not normal. It was like a different moment, he said. It was the first time that I felt that sound within the environment. So it was a very good moment for me. Of course, we are focusing on the game but there are things in this club, in this stadium, that you feel. And that was really strange. The sound of the stadium was incredible. There was no reason to think that positivity would suddenly come to a halt. United went a month without playing at home, but when they returned against Everton, Amorim was confident of continuing that run of form. Before the match, he touched on how difficult it had been for United to play at Old Trafford in recent seasons and suggested he felt that those challenges might now be over. That is the best thing, because in the recent past it was hard to play at home, he said. But nowadays you miss playing at home. That is a feeling we should have in our club. I'm really excited to be back playing at home and the players also. We need to continue winning at home. Only United didn't continue winning at home. Home fixtures against Everton and West Ham should have produced 6 points rather than 1 and the manner of the defeat to 10-man Everton was particularly galling. It felt like all that positivity built up at Old Trafford had been eroded in one dismal 90-minute display. West Ham was little better. Amorim's side conceded a late equaliser but produced a flat attacking performance. While the atmosphere remains excellent at times, the players need to fulfill their end of the bargain, and the noise will never be sustained in games like that one. Now, United are back to the drawing board at home. Their record stands at 4 wins, 2 defeats and a draw and it leaves them 13th in the Premier League home table. Last season, they had the 14th best home record in the league, and the season before that, the 8th best. It's nowhere near good enough for what United want to achieve. Playing in the biggest club stadium in England should be an advantage that United can drive home, but the fear factor of Old Trafford has long since vanished. It is those wearing red who now find it tricky. Just look at Bournemouth for evidence of that. The Cherries have won 2 successive league fixtures at Old Trafford, both 3-0, which would have once felt unimaginable. Perhaps this month is an opportunity for the momentum to return. United have won only 3 of their last 9 home games in the month of December but fixtures to finish the year against Bournemouth, Newcastle and Wolves should be seen as an opportunity. 3 wins are clearly achievable, and with Aston Villa away sandwiched between those first 2 fixtures, a couple of victories might well be needed. Improving their home form is vital if United are to return to the Champions League and the festive period is an ideal chance to bring the cheer back to Old Trafford. Manchester United defender Lenu Yoro is set to meet a very familiar face when Bournemouth visit Old Trafford in the Premier League on Monday. In the modern game, players are used to learning about opposition players to a granular level of detail, but the Reds defender knows Cherries man Bafo Diakite better than most BY Transfermarkt's reckoning. The pair turned out 35 times together during their shared time at French club Lille, before swapping League One for the Premier League by joining their respective clubs. In a recent interview with United Review, our official matchday program, Yoro admitted it will be funny to face his former colleague, but it'll be strictly business as usual once the referee's whistle sounds. Of course, we still have good relations, Yoro confirmed. We played together in Lille. He's a really top player and also a really good guy. So, it will be funny to face him, I'm going to say, but he knows already we cannot give anything to each other. It will be a tough game also. It will be good to face him. After a strong start to the season, the Cherries' form has somewhat slipped off lately. Andoni Iraola's side will arrive under the Theatre of Dreams floodlights on Monday night in search of their first win since a 2-0 victory over Nottingham Forest at the end of October. but Euro and his teammates will be under no illusion about the threat the South Coast side can pose, so once handshakes are exchanged with the likes of Diakite, game faces will be on. Bournemouth's visit will be our third Monday night meeting in 4 weeks, and while that brings challenges of its own for fans attending the game, an evening clash can bring an enhanced atmosphere that the United centre-back is keen to tap into. It's good for us also to have these types of games, Euro confirmed. Everyone likes these games and to watch these games. Let's do it.